Hey guys, it's CJ. Today I'm going to tell you about 11 stocks that I've been buying the last week during this huge technology dip we've seen in the market. And I want to tell you about where I think they might be going. And I think there's a lot of money to be made. If you don't know, the high growth stocks have absolutely plummeted ever since about February. And then they really plummeted in the last couple weeks. This is due to a lot of things from fears of inflation and people trying to move into value stocks. A lot of things just cause this sort of shift in perception. Often these things happen like a pendulum, though. They swing way too far one way, and then they swing back and sort of find a center. What I'm betting on is that a lot of these stocks that I'm going to show you today are going to at least get back to where they were in the next 12 to 18 months. And I want to show you what sort of profit potential would occur if that happened. So the first guy we have is AMD. AMD, of course, makes microprocessors like Intel. This is a solid company. They're not going bankrupt anytime soon. I see nothing but growth in the future for them personally, just my opinion. And they've taken a major hit for really no reason, right? And they're down 25%. Now, if they go back to where they were, just where they were, say in the next year, that's a 33% return. And 33% in a year, in my book, that's a solid gain. Even if it took 18 months, 33% return. I like it. The next one is Kathy Wood's ARK Innovation Fund, right? So she invests in highly innovative, high growth, riskier companies, of course. And it's down from $160. Again, all these crashed at the same time. That's a clue that it's not the company and it's the market. She went from 160 down to 104, so a 35% drop. So what does that mean? It means if they just get back to where they were, you're looking at a 53% gain. Do you think the ARK ETF is going to be back where it was in 12 to 18 months? I do. I could be wrong, could totally be wrong. So it's not financial advice. It's the name of my channel. I'm just saying that's my opinion. The next one we have is Evogene. Okay, Evogene, this is a riskier play, but it's got a lot more reward. Evogene, they basically modify food, so like seeds. So if you're trying to make a bigger potato or something that's drought resistant, these are the guys you want to talk to, right? So they are down from a 52-week high of over $10, plummeted down to $3.50. So that's a 66% drop. If they were to get back to where they were, that's a 200% gain. Massive. For me, what are the odds that they get back to $4 or $5? Very good, right? And, maybe I'll lock in profits right there, or maybe I'll hold on a little longer. Either way, do I think they're just going to keep going to $2 or $1? I don't, not from the research I've seen. The next one we have is NIO. So NIO makes electric cars, much like Tesla, only they're based out of China. And China is not going to want NIO to fail. So I have a really good feeling about NIO, that they're going to have all the government support they need, all the subsidies they need, and this sort of thing to continue to do well. Now they're down from $67, drop in half. Again, same time frame, 50%. If they get back to where they were over the next 12, 18 months, 100% gain, double your money. Next one I got is NanoX Imaging. This is an Israeli company that what they're trying to do is make it so that you can do X-ray type imaging for way less money and way more efficiently, and I think a smaller, build. And they are way, way, way down. Again, same time frame. So they were at $95 a share. They closed just Friday at $22. Right? They were down they got all the way down to 19 at one point. So pretty wild. That was probably over 80%. So now they're at a drop of 77%. So if they go from 21 and they get back to where they were, 333% gain. Again, you don't have to be looking for that 330% gain. You could be looking for a 5% gain, a 10% gain. in the short run, or you can do more research and say, hey, well, I really have high conviction. I'm going all the way for 300%, 400%, 500%. That's, you doing your due diligence. The next one we have is Palantir. So Palantir was a hot stock. It was getting really hot. This is basically an AI company that helps other companies find patterns or things that humans really couldn't see or couldn't see in a time scale small enough to matter. Really interesting technology. They've taken a major hit down from $45 to $20 on Friday. They got all the way down to, that was $9, 52 week. They must have gotten down to probably something like 17 recently. So they went from 45, and as of Friday, at the close of business, they were at 20. If they go back to where they were, 124% gain. The next one I have for you is Square. Square's solid company. They're the guys that, if you're a small business and you're trying to accept credit cards or do your accounting, through their software or Square, there's all these things. You look into Square, it's a solid company, but they are down massively. They're down 27%, just quite a drop for those guys. And that's a potential gain of 36%. And, I bought more of them on Friday. The next one is Teledoc. So Teledoc took a huge hit, for multiple reasons, I think. I think it was partly because of this high growth plummet. And then some people are thinking, well, maybe Teledoc won't be as important as we come out of the Rona thing. And people are saying that. But, I think a lot of this stuff is going to stick around. And what happened, accelerated it. So I think you just see Teledoc, people realized, hey, if my kid has a runny nose or whatever, sometimes it's just easier to call the doc because all I want to do is have him stay home from school. He doesn't need medicine at this point, but I need a note from the doctor, and he can say he talked to the doctor and that sort of thing. So a lot of this Teledoc stuff is here to stay, in my opinion. So the question is, it came down from 300 all the way down to 140. It did get down to 129 for a moment. And if it goes back to where it was, it's 121% gain. I guess it kind of depends on what your feelings are about things like Zoom. Will video conferencing stay popular like it has during this time, or is it going away? I'm betting it's going to stay popular. The next one I have for you is Twist, Biosciences. And these guys, this is like some stuff that's way over my head, but really neat stuff. They're in part of Kathy Wood's ArcG Genomics Fund. And basically, they're just trying to write, biological code. So they want software that's so smart that it can, we want to modify this. It could be a seed, for instance, and we're going to be able to do that using silicon, right? We're going to have the computer write the code, and then it understands what it's going to do, biologically. The stuff's way over my head. I just saw a few experts talking on this, and I think they saw a lot of potential. It's higher risk. Again, it's higher reward. They're down from $214 to $93. So a brutal drop, which means if they go back to where they were next 12, 18 months, that'd be 131% gain. The next guy I have is TenX Genomics. Okay, these guys, they another genomics company. They more on the, it's kind of the hardware and software side. So they build hardware so that researchers can study things at a cellular level. So you have people that are doing, CRISPR gene editing. Well, this hardware helps them do that. And then they have special software that accelerates how well that hardware works. This whole thing, I did quite a bit of research in it. It looks really promising. And they're down from 203 to 143. They already took a nice jump, I think, in Thursday and Friday. I think they were down close to 130, if I remember right. So they've already recovered slightly, but they're still down 29% as of Friday at close, which means just getting back to where they were is a 41% gain. And the last one that I bought last week was Zillow. Okay. And, I'm really super bullish on Zillow. Wow. Zillow took a massive drop, 46%. I suspect some of this is due to inflation, but most of it's due to that just high multiple drop off we saw with all the other stocks. But Zillow, what's really cool about Zillow, if you don't know, right, Zillow is a place where you can go and see how much your home is worth. But they're creating really good algorithms in terms of figuring out what those homes are worth. And they're so good that they're utilizing them to buy homes. So I think the future of Zillow is if they are able to execute on their plan to start buying homes in massive amounts and then selling homes in massive amounts, because they're going to buy your house it'll be this simple. So you'll be like, I want to sell my house. Okay. Do I want to talk to a realtor and spend 2 months, people coming in and out? Or do I want to call up Zillow? They'll make me an offer. A guy comes over and inspects it in 60 minutes and you have your offer and you're done. And then you can move into a house you buy off Zillow. And the kicker is, it's like, okay, well, I want to move August 15th. I'm like, okay, well, we'll schedule you out of your house at August 15th and into your new Zillow house at August 15th. And if something comes up, they'll even organize that for you. It's like, well, I can't move until September now. That's fine. You can pay us rent on the house we just bought from you for 2 weeks, and then you can move. There's no in-between stuff, having your all your stuff in a big truck sitting somewhere for a month while you have a rental house, and then you have the new house you bought. It all goes away. So it's a really interesting concept. So I'm really bullish on Zillow long term. So this is an amazing opportunity for me because I was considering buying them back here at 140, 150, and now I'm able to buy them. I think I bought them for 105 or something like that last week. So here it is sitting at 111. If they go back to where they were, you're talking back to 208. That's an 86% gain. Do you think they're going to be back there in the next 12 to 18 months? Do your research, see what you think. I just wanted to show you these 11 stocks that, I bought last week, and just so you'd know, and maybe there's one in here you hadn't thought about. All right, guys. Thanks.